It is known that the world fell, and that most people in it died.
In the scorched expanses of an unforgiving wasteland, humanity's last remnants grapple with the elemental forces of nature and the darkness within their souls. The 2015 Mad Max video game, set in the hauntingly desolate universe of the same name, offers more than just a brutal, action-packed experience. It presents a fertile ground for exploring profound philosophical questions and biblical motives that resonate through the cracked earth and blood-stained sands. With this video, I want to delve into the stark and barren world of the game, a landscape where survival is the ultimate law and hope flickers faintly like the dying embers of a long-forgotten fire. Here, in a realm where the thin veneer of civilization has been stripped away, we confront the raw essence of human nature. What does it mean to persist in a world where morality is a luxury few can afford, and faith must be content with the daily horrors of existence? As we make our way through this devastated land, we uncover the philosophical underpinnings that drive its narrative and the biblical echoes that imbue its story with a sense of ancient, almost mythic gravitas. In doing so, we will seek to understand how such a savage world can still reflect the timeless struggles of identity, redemption, and the eternal conflict between chaos and order. We will examine the profound ethical and existential dilemmas faced by its inhabitants. What can the desolate world of Mad Max reveal about the human condition, our perpetual quest for meaning, and the fragile thread of hope that binds us to our past and propels us into the future? Where every grain of sand tells a story of survival and every shadow hides a truth about the human spirit. This is a journey into the heart of darkness, where philosophy and faith intertwine in a dance as old as time itself. Welcome to the desolation, where echoes of our deepest fears and highest aspirations reverberate through the emptiness. The world of Mad Max is a vast and desolate wasteland, a harrowing testament to the collapse of civilization and the relentless passage of time. Once teeming with life and progress, it has been reduced to an arid expanse, where the sun's unyielding glare reveals the skeletal remains of a world long past. This landscape, bereft of mercy and hope, sets the stage for a narrative steeped in brutality and existential struggle. We find ourselves in the shoes of Max Rokitansky, a lone wanderer haunted by the ghosts of his past. His journey through this post-apocalyptic purgatory is marked by encounters with deranged warlords, scavengers, and the desperate survivors who cling to life amidst the ruins. The wasteland is not merely a backdrop, but a character in its own right, shaping the destinies of those who traverse its treacherous path. The physical setting of the game is meticulously crafted, echoing the setting of the film series. Endless deserts stretch out beneath a bleached sky, punctuated by jagged rock formations and the rusting hulks of vehicles long abandoned. The remnants of human ingenuity lie scattered like the bones of forgotten giants, hinting at a time when the world was whole. The stark environment serves as a constant reminder of the fragility of human achievements. Within the seemingly lifeless expanse, there is a profound sense of melancholy beauty. The interplay of light and shadow, the haunting silence of the desert nights, and the sudden, violent storms that sweep across the plains, all these elements contribute to a setting that is as captivating as it is deadly. The game's visual and auditory design work in concert to evoke a sense of awe and dread, drawing players deeper into its relentless embrace. The significance of the setting extends beyond its physical attributes. It is a crucible where the character's innermost fears and desires are laid bare, a place where the cover of civilization has been stripped away to reveal the primal instincts lurking beneath. In this harsh and unforgiving environment, the struggle for survival becomes a moral and a philosophical battleground. The wasteland tests the limit of human endurance, forcing individuals to confront the core of their being and the essence of their humanity. We are invited to reflect on the themes of decay and rebirth. The desolation is a mirror, reflecting our deepest anxieties about the impermanence of life and the enduring quest for meaning in a world that seems to have lost all semblance of order and purpose. Survival is not just a necessity, but a philosophy unto itself. Stripped of societal norms and comforts, individuals are thrust into a state of nature reminiscent of Thomas Hobbes' description, a war of all against all. The game presents a grim view of human nature, where survival often necessitates brutality, and moral ambiguity becomes the rule rather than the exception. The protagonist, Max, embodies this harsh reality. Haunted by his past and driven by a relentless will to survive, he navigates a world where compassion is a weakness and trust is a liability. His interactions with other survivors reveal the multi-faced nature of humanity, capable of both savage violence and fleeting moments of altruism. The game forces players to confront uncomfortable questions. What would you sacrifice to survive? Can humanity retain its moral compass when stripped of civilization? Drawing huge from Nietzsche's concept of the will to power, the game illustrates how individuals assert themselves in a world devoid of structure. In the wasteland, power is not just a means to an end, but a fundamental aspect of the existence. Max's journey reflects the struggle for dominance, not only over others, but over his own fears and weaknesses. The relentless pursuit of resources, ammunition, and territory becomes a festival of survival where every action is a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity, even in its darkest form. The quest for identity and redemption lies at the heart of the game's narrative. Max himself is a fractured soul, seeking to reclaim his lost humanity amidst the chaos. His journey is emblematic of the existential quest for self-discovery, a theme that resonates deeply with the philosophical traditions. Jean-Paul Sartre's notion of existentialism posits that existence precedes essence, and in the wasteland, this idea finds stark representation. Max's identity is not a given, but something he must continually forge through his actions and choices. Each encounter, each battle, and each alliance formed or broken contributes to his evolving sense of self. Redemption, however, is a more elusive prize. The game presents a nuanced view of redemption, one that is not easily attained through simple acts of valor or contribution. Max's path to redemption is marred by his past sins and the brutal necessities of survival. Yet, moments of compassion and sacrifice offer glimpses of hope, suggesting that even in the darkest times, the possibility of redemption persists and acts as a reminder that humanity's capacity for change and growth endures, even in the most unforgiving environments. The interplay between chaos and order is a central theme, reflecting broader philosophical debates on the nature of society and governance. The wasteland is a realm of chaos, where the collapse of structured society has given rise to a brutal anarchy. In this lawless expanse, various factions and warlords vie for power, each imposing their own form of order amidst the prevailing disorder. Players are invited to reflect on the fragility of societal structures and the thin line that separates civilization from chaos. The collapse of the old world and the rise of new power structures highlight the cyclical nature of history, where periods of order are inevitably followed by upheaval and vice versa. This theme resonates with the ideas of philosophers like Hegel, who viewed history as a dialectical process of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Given this context, Max serves as a catalyst, navigating between the forces of chaos and the remnants of order. His actions influence the balance of power, shaping the fate of those he encounters. The game portrays this dynamic not as a simple battle between good and evil, but as a complex interplay of competing interests and survival instincts. In the wasteland, the struggle between chaos and order is not just a backdrop but a living, breathing force that shapes every aspect of existence. It is a harsh reminder of the delicate balance that underpins human society and the ever-present potential for both creation and destruction. Besides Chumbucket calling Max a saint and the car an angel, the game is imbued with rich apocalyptic imagery, drawing heavily from the themes and symbols found in biblical texts. The game's desolate landscapes and desperate survivors echo the prophetic visions of the apocalypse as depicted in the Book of Revelation. Here, the wasteland serves as a physical and symbolic manifestation of divine retribution and the end of days. In the Bible, the apocalypse signifies not only destruction, but also the unveiling of profound truth and the possibility of renewal. The scorched earth and ruined structures in Mad Max mirror this duality, presenting a world where the old order has perished and a harsh new reality emerges from the ashes. This setting invites contemplation on the nature of existence and the potential for rebirth amidst devastation. The use of light and darkness, storm and calm, further enhances this apocalyptic atmosphere. Sudden, violent storms that sweep across the landscape can be seen as divine judgments, while the eerie, still moments evoke the calm before the storm, a moment of reflection and dread. This interplay of natural forces underscores the biblical notion of a world governed by both wrath and grace, where every moment holds the potential for revelation. Mad Max poses profound moral and ethical questions, drawing parallels to the dilemmas faced by biblical figures. The game's brutal environment forces characters to navigate a landscape where traditional notions of right and wrong are constantly challenged by the harsh realities of survival. One of the central ethical questions is the value of human life in a world where resources are scarce and survival is paramount. The game confronts players with scenarios where they must choose between self-preservation and altruism, echoing the moral choices faced by biblical characters in times of crisis. These decisions are not clear-cut, they reflect the complex interplay of necessity and morality, underscoring the biblical theme of moral ambiguity in a fallen world. The concept of justice in the wasteland also mirrors biblical narratives. In a land where formal laws are crumbled, characters must often take justice into their own hands, leading to acts of vengeance and retribution. The theme resonates with the biblical idea of an eye for an eye, where justice is meted out in direct proportion to the wrongs committed. However, the game also explores the possibility of mercy and forgiveness, challenging players to consider whether true justice can exist without compassion. Faith and hope, crucial themes in the Bible, are also explored through the game's depiction of a world seemingly forsaken by any higher power. Despite the overwhelming darkness, moments of faith and acts of kindness shine through, suggesting that even in the bleakest of circumstances, the potential for goodness remains. This duality reflects the biblical message that faith can endure and even flourish in the face of adversity. Providing a moral compass in a chaotic world, the interplay of biblical influences and philosophical themes creates a rich tapestry of meaning, where the struggles of the characters reflect timeless questions about human nature, morality, and the quest for redemption. One of the most poignant and introspective scenes in Mad Max occurs as Max is on his quest to traverse the desolate expanse known as the Plains of Silence. This journey is emblematic of his internal struggle and quest for redemption. The stark emptiness of the plains mirrors Max's own feeling of isolation and despair. As he seeks to drive through this barren landscape, the game invites players to reflect on the broader themes of existence and meaning. This scene evokes the biblical motive of wandering in the desert, a period of trial and purification. Max's journey through the plains of silence symbolizes a search for purpose and a test of faith. The silence of the plains will be almost deafening, forcing Max to confront his innermost thoughts and fears. It is a moment of profound stillness and reflection, offering a rare respite from the constant violence and chaos of the wasteland. Another key scene or gameplay mechanic that delves into the more philosophical themes of Mad Max is the Death Run, a brutal race where participants risk everything for a chance at glory and survival. This event is a microcosm of the game's larger themes, encapsulating the constant struggle for dominance and the ever-present shadow of mortality. The Death Run can be seen as a metaphor for life's journey, where individuals are pitted against overwhelming odds and must confront their own mortality. Max's participation in the Death Run is not merely a physical challenge, but a philosophical one as well. It forces him to grapple with the value of his own life and the length he is willing to go to secure his survival and those of others. The race serves as a crucible, testing his resolve and pushing him to his limits. In this way, the Death Run embodies the existential struggle for meaning, power, and remembrance in a forgotten land. The various strongholds scattered throughout the wasteland serve as havens for relative safety and order amidst the chaos. These enclaves are more than just physical refuges. They represent a fragile remnants of community and morality in a world where such concepts are constantly under siege. One notable stronghold is that of Jeets, where the inhabitants band together to create a semblance of society, more or less. This setting provides a stark contrast to the lawless wasteland outside its walls. Within the stronghold, Max encounters characters who are striving to maintain a sense of community and uphold moral values despite the overwhelming adversity. Jeet's stronghold is a place where ethical dilemmas come to the forefront. Max must decide whether to aid the community, often a great personal risk, or to pursue his own self-interest, even though often they go hand in hand. These choices highlight the tension between individual survival and the communal well-being, a central theme in both philosophical and biblical discourses. The stronghold serves as a microcosm also for the broader ethical challenges posed by the game, inviting players to reflect on the nature of morality and the importance of community in a fractured world. The Mad Max video game and its cinematic counterparts share a common universe, yet each medium offers a distinct lens through which the apocalyptic world is viewed. By comparing the game to the film series, we can gain deeper insights into the themes that underpin the narrative, while also highlighting the unique contributions of each medium to the overall mythology of Mad Max. The Mad Max film series, beginning with the George Miller's 1979 classic, established a dystopian vision that captivated audiences with its raw, visceral portrayal of a world teetering on the brink of chaos. The films are renowned for their intense action sequences, stark landscapes, and characters, such as the enigmatic Max Rokitansky. The cinematic Max is a lone wanderer, a mythic figure whose journey through the wasteland is both a personal quest and a broader allegory for the human condition. The films emphasize visual storytelling, using the desolate Australian outback as a backdrop for the apocalyptic narrative. The emphasis on action and spectacle serves to underscore the brutality and desperation of the world, where survival is a daily struggle. However, beneath the surface of high-octane chases and explosive confrontations lie deeper philosophical questions about society, morality, and the essence of humanity. The Mad Max video game, while drawing heavily from the visual and thematic elements of the films, offers a more introspective and immersive experience. The interactive nature of the game allows players to step into Mac's boots, exploring the wasteland at their own pace and engaging with its inhabitants on a personal level. This interactivity provides a unique opportunity to delve into the themes in a more nuanced and detailed manner. In contrast to the film's focus on spectacle, the game emphasizes exploration and survival. Players must scavenge for resources, upgrade their vehicle, and make strategic decisions that impact their journey. This gameplay mechanic mirrors the existential struggle for meaning and purpose in a world stripped of structure. The player's agency is shaping Mac's path adds a layer of personal investment, making the philosophical dilemmas and ethical choices more immediate and impactful to the player. Both the film and the game explore themes of survival, identity, and redemption, but they approach these themes from different angles. The films often portray Max as a reluctant hero, a drifter whose involvement in others' lives is marked by his need for self-preservation and occasional flashes of compassion. His journey is one reluctant engagement with the world, punctuated by moments of moral clarity and sacrifice. The game, however, allows for a more in-depth exploration of Mac's internal struggles and the broader implications of his actions. The open-world format encourages players to engage with the wasteland's diverse communities, each with its own moral codes and survival strategies. This interaction highlights the philosophical debates about the nature of society and the role of the individual within it. The game's narrative is enriched by these interactions, offering a complex and layered portrayal of the wasteland's ethical landscape. Synthesis and reflection. The interplay between the films and the game enriches the Mad Max universe, offering multiple perspectives on its philosophical and biblical themes. The interplay between the films and the game enriches the Mad Max universe, offering multiple perspectives on its themes. The films provide a broad, mythic canvas, using spectacle and visual storytelling to convey the brutality and beauty of the wasteland. The game, by contrast, offers a more intimate and immersive experience, allowing players to engage directly with the ethical and existential dilemmas that define this world. Together, these mediums create a multifaceted narrative that explores the depth of human nature and the enduring quest for meaning and redemption. Whether through the explosive action of the films or the introspective journey of the game, Mad Max continues to resonate as powerful allegory for our own struggles and aspirations. As we emerge from the desolate expanses of the Mad Max universe, it becomes evident that this post-apocalyptic world, with its brutal landscapes and relentless trials, serves as a profound allegory for the human condition. The game and its cinematic counterparts invite us to explore the darkest corners of human nature and confront the philosophical and biblical themes that resonate through its narrative. At its core, Mad Max is a meditation on survival, identity, and redemption. It presents a world where the boundaries of morality are constantly tested, and individuals must navigate a landscape where the struggle for existence is paramount. The game's philosophical themes challenge us to consider what it means to be human, when stripped of the trappings of civilization. Mac's journey through the wasteland is a reflection of our own existential quest for meaning in a world that often seems chaotic and indifferent. The biblical influences in Mad Max add a layer of mythic resonance to the narrative. The apocalyptic imagery and the moral and ethical dilemmas all draw from ancient texts that have shaped human understanding of sin, redemption, and divine justice. The wasteland, with its echoes of Sodom and Gomorrah, serves as both a physical and symbolic landscape, where the eternal battle between good and evil plays out. Mac's journey mirrors the trials of biblical figures, highlighting themes of sacrifice, hope, and the possibility of redemption even in the most dire circumstances. Through its brutal and unflinching portrayal of a world in ruins, Mad Max forces us to confront the primal instincts that lie beneath the surface of human behavior. The game depicts a society where the veneer of order has been stripped away, revealing the raw struggle for power and survival. Yet, within this bleak and unforgiving world, there are moments of profound humanity, acts of kindness, sacrifice, and compassion that reminds us of the enduring strength of the human spirit. Mac's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human soul, despite the overwhelming odds and the constant presence of death and despair. He continues to fight for a sense of purpose and the search to silence his thoughts. The enduring appeal of the Mad Max universe lies in its ability to evoke a sense of awe and dread, while also offering a profound meditation on the human experience. The films and the game together create a rich tapestry of narrative and imagery that resonates on multiple levels. They invite us to consider the fragility of civilization, the complexities of morality, and the enduring quest for meaning.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'll remember. I promise you. No. No, 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 no. Lord Scrotus likes to take his time! Where is he?
In conclusion, Mad Max is more than just a story of survival in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. It is a powerful exploration. Its themes challenge us to reflect on our own lives and the world around us, as we navigate our own struggles and seek our own path to inner peace. The lessons of Mad Max remind us that even in the darkest times the potential for hope and transformation endures and is still possible. And maybe this ability is what we should call the real soul of a man.
Once you had everything. Purpose, love, family and friends. They ripped it all from you. You drifted far from what you were. But you still lie inside, dormant, waiting to rise again.